Hey guys, my name is Kaitlin, and in 2022 I've decided to start bullet journaling for the first time ever, and I thought I would make a YouTube and start recording and uploading the process along the way as I go. So the journal I decided to use this year is this purple and gold Witchy one that I bought from the Quirky Cup Collective. It really fits my aesthetic well, so I thought it would be the best one to start off with for my first time bullet journaling. It's got gold foil detailing all around the book and gilded gold paper edges, which I find so beautiful. To keep in theme with the outside of the book, my theme inside will be witchy, starry, very magical vibes, purples, yellows, that kind of thing. I can't wait to get started. So starting off with the front inside cover, I'm just writing my name on the name page, keeping it nice and simple with a little bit of cursive writing and adding a few little starry details. All the liners you see me use in this video are the Uni-Ball Liners. They're apparently waterproof and fade proof, which we love. Turning over the page, we've got my quote page. Decided to put some purple accents on the page by using some purple rip paper. To write out my quote, I'm using the Tombow marker. I did my research and I saw everyone loved these, and I can really see why they live up to the hype. This was my first time doing calligraphy and it came out pretty shaky and bad, but that's to be expected for my first time without any practice. I picked up a few of the Sakura Pen Touch paint markers. I'm using one right now to add a little bit of gold to make the word magic just pop that little bit more. I decided to go with the quote, "Every day holds new magic," to remind myself that every day is special, and I thought it matched the theme that I was going for perfectly. Now I'm just going in and adding a few little stars and magic dust details just to make it a little bit more cute. As you guys could probably tell by now, I have pre-sketched every page in this book. It made me a bit anxious going in without some sort of guide to help me along the way, and I thought pencil could be rubbed out, so it's probably the safer bet. I decided to go back and add a drop shadow to the word magic because it didn't quite pop for me despite it being in bold letters, different font and having different colour to the rest of the page. So I found these cute little gold star stickers I thought would match my theme very well, so I decided to sprinkle some here and there throughout the book. On the next page, I'm putting the year 2022 in big bold letters and keeping it pretty minimalistic on this one. I really wish I had put the numbers closer together because the gap in the middle is a little bit too big for my liking, but it's a little bit too late now, but watching back it's just painfully obvious how big and spaced out it is. I'm going in with this really pretty purple colour that I loved. I think I ended up reaching for this one a lot more than the other purple Tombow markers I had, but I thought it suited the rip paper really well. I'm going in and adding a drop shadow to the numbers just to make it stand out a little bit more. So I decided to add this cute little witch's hat on top of the number 0 to make it look like it was like wearing it, and I thought it was really cute. Next I'm going in and adding a few little stars. I've always wanted to start bullet journaling, and I purchased this notebook about 4 months ago in preparation for 2022 because I knew I was going to start next year. And then I just fell down the YouTube bullet journal rabbit hole, and now I've just become so engrossed in the community and videos, and I decided if I'm going to bullet journal, I might as well record it and upload it for everyone else to see as well. So we're going back to the inner cover page because I realized I forgot to glue in my key. For those of you that don't know what a key is, it's just something that you can refer back to and look at what symbols you use for when you're planning your weeklies and calendars and stuff like that. You can make your own symbols of course, but I just stuck with the standard ones because I feel like they're just easier for me to remember. decided to add some stickers to my name page because I thought, why not? So now that I finally went back and added my key, let's move on to my year at a glance page. I'm starting off writing the year and a simple cursive title up the top. I thought the page needed some cute little drawings, so I decided to add some witches potions. Let me know what theme you guys chose for your 2022 bullet journals in the comments below. The whole witchy aesthetic is really my thing and it makes me really happy, so being able to create a bullet journal surrounding this theme is really fun. I'm moving on to start the mini calendars now, and I decided not to use a ruler at this bit, and I kind of regret it because the lines look really wonky for such a thin liner and I stuffed up so many times, as you can see. Drop shadows are really my best friend in this video because they help me hide so many of my mistakes. Now I'm just adding a pop of colour to the page and moving on to colouring in the potions as well. For some reason, two of the markers look a bit blue on the camera, but in person they are a purple. And now for the most dreaded part, writing up the mini calendars. So I skipped this long and tedious process for you guys so you don't have to watch me write out a bunch of different numbers over and over again. The amount of cramping after that is unreal. And lastly, just finishing up by adding the numbers for each month. Over on the next page we have my future log. Add a big title in the middle top of the page and add a few little magic dust drawings on the side. I know some people need a lot more room than just 2 pages for their future log, but I didn't see myself personally needing that much room, so I decided to just keep it pretty small with 6 months on both pages. So I don't quite know what happened here, but my camera just decided to unfocus for the remainder of the future log section, so I did you guys a favor and just sped it up, but you get the gist of it. I added a bit of washi tape and stickers in the corner because I felt like it needed some variation. Over on the next page we got my waiting on list. This is where I keep track of all purchases I've made throughout the year. I added a little strip of washi tape there to make it look like it was a little note. Next I'm adding my headers. I've got an item and store header to let me know what I've bought and where from, a shopping basket icon to symbolise when I bought it, a little paper aeroplane to symbolise when it was sent off, and a little check mark so I know when I received it. Next I'm going in and adding a few more little star stickers. So I saw other bullet journalers do this where they add some marker every second line, and I think it makes the list look way better and I love the look. The next page is pretty basic, but it's just my wish list and gift list page. It's just an easy way for me to track what I want as well as gifts for other people throughout the year, so when Christmas comes around I have an idea of what I can get them. Since I wanted to keep this page pretty basic, I just added one quick little spider drawing in the gift list area. My camera stopped recording here, but I just glued in some shredded paper and I'm writing out my header for my then and now page. I'm using the Uni-Ball paint markers to write on the black paper. The purpose of the then and now page is to record some of your favourite things at the start and end of the year. So for example, at the start of the year, I'll fill out what my favourite movie is, book, YouTuber, stuff like that, and then at the end of the year, I'll come back and reflect and write down what my favourite things are and see how they've changed. On the next page is my goals page. It's where I'll be writing down any goals or manifestations I have for 2022 in the hopes that I can keep track and hopefully work towards them. I've seen some people divide the goals page up into things like personal, work, social, stuff like that, but I felt like I didn't need that, so I just thought I'd just write all manifestations and goals around the word in the blank spots. I didn't want the page to be completely blank, so I added a drawing of a cat and a few bats in the corners to liven it up a bit. I'm not the most artistic person when it comes to drawing and stuff like that. Like, I don't really have a great eye for it. I usually need reference pictures, so for most of my drawings in this journal, I actually went to Google and just typed in things like cat drawing, for example, and then just use that as a reference image, and it actually came out really well. Like, I'm really proud. So don't be afraid to go to Google and look at reference images to get a little bit of inspiration every now and then. My camera stopped recording again, but this is just my brain dump page. I just put a simple black sheet of paper so I can write down any ideas or stuff that I don't want to forget, but I just need a place to dump it. Over on the next page is my trackers. I'd love to upload here regularly, so I'd like to keep track of any growth I make here on YouTube. I also have a tracker for my Instagram as well. My main goal for 2022 is to get my health and particularly weight back on track, as this year's been a bit hard for me in terms of binge eating and not being motivated to exercise. Here I'll be able to do monthly weigh-ins and keep track of my weight, and hopefully it will help me reach my goal weight. Instead of another graph, I'm just doing a normal list where I'll do my monthly check-ins. That way I can see my growth for my YouTube and Instagram, but it will also help me stay motivated to keep posting. Over on the next page, I've got my games completed section. It's where I'd like to keep track of all the games I've completed in 2022. I know a gaming list isn't for everyone, but this can also apply for movies and books and other things like that you want to keep track of. I added a little wandering in the corner because I thought the page looked a little bit bare without it. Okay, but like, why does my finger look like that? It looks so creepy and gross. I'm also adding my headers, which is number of games I've completed, the name of the game, the start date, the finish date, any notes I've had, and also if I got all the trophies for the game or not. This was a purple marker, but for some reason it's showing up as blue on the camera, so that is a little bit annoying. And of course, no list would be complete without adding some lines. I think this has become my favourite thing to do because it's just so fun and satisfying. On the next page I have a theme gallery. I've seen a few people do this and I thought it was such a cute, fun idea. The theme gallery is a page dedicated to the themes of each month in your bullet journal. I really love pages like this where I can come back throughout the year and add things, and then at the end of the year when they're all filled out, it looks really pretty and I have things to reflect on. I was so proud that I hadn't made a major mistake yet, and then I just went and messed up that box. I wanted to keep this page pretty simple because I wanted the boxes to be the things that stand out when they're filled in, so I just added a little bit of gold accents in this part. I then tried to fix the mistake that I made with my Uni-POSCA paint markers. It worked pretty well. On the camera it looks a little bit scuffed, but in real life it looks pretty good. Over in the next section of my bullet journal is the when did I last page. This is a page where you can keep track of when you've done things last, such as change your toothbrush, get an oil change, go to the dentist, things like that. I really love adding washi tape on the top of boxes like this because it makes it look like it's a little note that I've stuck in my bullet journal. I've just got 2 headers for this table, one is for the task and the other is the date. The date has multiple rows because when I've done something like change my toothbrush, I can add a date, and then when I've done it again later in the year, I can add the second date, and so on. So at the bottom of the page I had some empty space, so I thought I'd add some crystal drawings. I really loved how these turned out because I used a thicker liner at the edges and then a thinner one for the other lines in the middle, and I think it really made it pop. As well as I loved how the colours came out, and I think it looks really cute. If you've enjoyed my video so far, maybe leave a like, comment or subscribe, as it really helps me. I'm putting this out to 0 subscribers, so any interaction would really propel it forward and I'd really appreciate it so much. I decided to break up the pinkish purple tones and add some yellow lines instead. Over on the next page is my things to check out section. I wanted it to be like my goals page where I had the title in the middle and the rest of the page was free range to add what I wanted. I also added some stars to try and save it because it didn't quite look how I wanted it. It looked a little bit too plain and weird. I went in with the white POSCA marker to try and make the words stand out just a little bit more on that black paper, and I think it came out really nicely. But finally onto the last page of my 2022 bullet journal, the memories page. I really love physical things in journals, so I knew when I did bullet journaling I'd love to recreate this memories page, or the highlight reel as other people call it. It's a place where you can paste in Polaroid pictures that you've taken throughout the years, memories or highlights that you want to keep on this page forever to look back on. I've already marked out the spots that they'll go using a previous Polaroid that I already had on me. I've seen some people do this monthly, but I don't think I'll have that many pictures to put in because my life isn't really that exciting. I don't know how many times I managed to smudge my liner with my arm as I drew throughout this video, but this one I had to fix up because it was too noticeable. I could have used washi tape here, but I wanted black and purple instead, so I cut out some little bits using the paper I had and I lined them up to see where I would have liked them. Now that I've got them lined up where I like them, I'm gluing them in. As if I haven't abused the golden star stickers enough as it is, I decided to plop them everywhere all over the page, but I think it looks really cute. And now my memories page is finished and awaiting the Polaroids. Thank you guys so much for watching my 2022 Plan With Me video. Here's the final flip through. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't really perfect and a little bit janky, but this is my first year doing bullet journaling and I really enjoyed the process so much, and I can only hope to improve over time. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I'll see you next time when I do my January Plan With Me and you'll join me on that journey too. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm releasing this video to 0 subscribers. I've been working tirelessly on this video for over a week and hopefully it reaches some of you and you can get some enjoyment out of it. Fingers crossed it's not a total flop. I can't wait to start filling this out finally and doing my January Plan With Me and recording that for you guys as well. I do have a certain theme in mind, but I'm also not 100% sure if I'm going to do it for January just yet. I can't wait to see what you guys create in 2022, and I hope there's some bullet journal newbies out there starting this year just like me. See you next time.